Today we embark on a journey, a quest, an odyssey fit for a Michelin man. It's a new tire day. All right, so we got to get this tire put on, and I don't feel like taking the wheel off, doing all that, taking it over there. So we're going to get it over there a different way. Let's load this tire up. Let's go over to my buddy's shop. He's got a tire machine, so we're going to go over there, get this tire swapped out. On the way, we're going to talk to you about what we have going on next week, and it's going to be a fun ride, fun trip. Can't wait to talk to you about that. So let's get this thing loaded up and get out of here.
All right, we're going to take the tire on the bike and get out of here. So let's show you what we're going to do. Now, obviously, it depends on the size of the tire and the size of you, but we're going to get this done. So, first, we're going to have the tire on the ground. We're going to pick up said tire. We're going to hold it on our waist. Get on the bike, pick the bike up. We're going to try to have it way back here to not touch the paint too much, because you know I'm an idiot. Probably shouldn't be doing this. Start said bike, and away we go. We are on our way, inner tube in hand. I did go back and put some painter's tape over the tire because I didn't want to rubber the tank, but with my feet up, I kind of have my legs pushed up a little bit just so it doesn't rub the tank. This bike's actually kind of nice, so I don't want to ruin it. But yep, tire in hand or in lap. Let's head over to my buddy's house and get this thing changed out. But along the way, like I promised, I'll tell you about what we got going on. So, the week, I believe, leading up to this video at the very least, after this video, we are already going to be done with the booty run. So the booty run is something that Left Lane put together, Left Lane Syndicate, awesome guy, awesome brand. If you know who I am, you probably know who they are, because they're much bigger and cooler than we are. But he actually lives just like 3 hours from me, and last year he started the booty run. Now, it's a lot of locals, but there's definitely some people who travel for this. So basically what it was last year is we met up at the beach in North Carolina, and we rode down the coast to Jacksonville, North Carolina, not Florida. And what we did end up taking a ferry. That was kind of cool. But what we did is we ended up in Jacksonville, and we actually went out to Philadelphia Hills Friday night, partied, and then we all rode down to Jacksonville the next day. Long, full day of riding. It was a lot of fun. Oh, okay, that wasn't bad. A little exposed gravel there. But we rode down to Jacksonville, North Carolina, and we all met up at the end of the ride, and it was called the booty run because there's a lot of pirate stuff going on down there, and the flyer was like a treasure map, and it was just a whole big deal. Nobody dressed up as pirates or anything, but your boy might have had some booty shorts on. There might be one picture of that, just an inspiration for the ride. Maybe I was inspired, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anywho, at the end of it, a lot of the brands, me included, we all chipped in, and we had some giveaway stuff. So it was really cool, and we did it a different way. Jay gave away like an award for the very first person to show up, which somebody showed up super early in the day. And then someone who rode the furthest, I think Simpson chipped in on a helmet, and we gave that helmet, well, I say we, but he gave that helmet away to somebody who had like one of them novelty bullshit helmets. So it was cool to get somebody away from just a cheap plastic cap and get a real helmet on them. That was really cool. And just stuff like that. But it was a little bit of an industry thing, but it was cool because everybody who was involved, we just got to ride. There was no vending, there was no tents, there was no setup, there was nothing. All we did was party and ride. And then of course everyone who could, who had businesses, we all chipped in to give away some cool free stuff at the end. Obviously, you know, you give out stickers and business cards and maybe you'll get some orders, but it's just cool to give back because the people who show up to something like this, it is 100% a rider, a true rider. Again, this was in North Carolina. We had people from New Jersey and a guy from Miami. Shout out to Bobby Boots. I'm pretty sure he was the longest rider, all the way up from Miami. Hopefully he comes back. Very cool dude. But yeah, it was a great time. And well, as of me filming this, we're almost exactly 1 week away from Booty Run number 2. So we are getting the bike ready because we have a special guest coming, a friend of mine, very special friend of mine. She's flying out and she's going to be riding the Dyna. I wasn't going to bring the Dyna because me and the wife were going to be on the road glide, but she needs a bike and we're going to get this bike ready for her. I say ready because it's riding, it's fine, but I needed a crash bar and she is 6 foot tall with longer legs than me. So in a previous episode, we threw on this crash bar right here. That's going to help her out with the long rides. I wanted one anyways, so it was a good kick in the butt to get it and put it on the bike. We did fix the little tack button that had gotten broken because the fuel gauge doesn't quite work in this thing. I'm pretty sure the float has come loose. So yeah, we need to be able to track mileage. Now of course, you know, the three of us are going to be riding together, so we should be able to track mileage, and we're going to stop every hour just to make sure everyone's cool. It's a nice 3-hour ride. There's no reason to push it hard. We're going to get up around noon probably and head out. Can't get there too early because we're not going to be able to get in the hotel or do anything. So we'll get there at a decent time. Nice cool ride, do the run, and then come back. But the tire's a little iffy. I would have ridden it, but just in case rain happens, I'm not putting somebody else on a tire that's somewhat questionable. It's fine, but I know that like wet weather, it might be a little compromised. So we got a fresh tire here. I've had it for a little bit. I was just gonna pretty much just smoke the tire I had before switching it out. But when you got a friend getting on a bike, you want to make sure it's in pretty good shape. So we're going over to my buddy's house. We're going to get this tire swapped out. We're going to show you that. And then we're going to come back home. Okay, we just left my buddy's house. We got a fresh tire on this thing. So we're gonna take it easy going home. I don't like to lean hard or do anything crazy for like the first 50 miles because that's always when a tire is gonna be its slickest. So we try to take it easy, be a little careful. I do have a dirt driveway, so that's gonna be helpful. There's usually like a coating or some oil on the tire. and we just got to get all that off. So we're gonna take it pretty easy, but it's nice. We got a fresh tire. We are ready to go. Super excited. What did you think of transporting the tire on the bike like that? Have you ever done that? Comment down below if you've ever put the tire around your waist and ridden it to get it replaced. I've done that many times. If I haven't took the wheel off the bike and taken the wheel and tire with me, I've pretty much done that. So hopefully you like this video. I know it's kind of a little short, but I thought it'd be funny to kind of record that and just kind of tell you guys what we got coming up. Super excited for the booty run. By the time you're seeing this, it will have already happened, and I'll have time to edit it and get it out for you guys. It's probably going to be much longer than this. Hopefully everything goes well for that. Comment down below. Wish me luck. Wish everybody luck that's traveling. Hopefully the weather's good and everyone has safe travels. But if you don't mind, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as always, keep it wretched.